Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to make a bow sling out of just a marker, pair of scissors, and with the use of a rubber band. When this is complete, it should look something like this. And it will be able to fire pencils, pens, and any other writing utensils, about the approximate size of a pencil though. Alright, well, first you want to begin with a normal marker, just the thick kind, not the skinny ones because those are too small. Now begin by removing this part of the marker right here. It's actually not one piece. If you look very carefully, there's a very small separator line right here. You can do this two ways. You can use a pair of scissors, or if you're willing to be a little bit aggressive with it, you can use your teeth. I personally use my teeth because it's a lot faster and I don't have to sit there and fiddle with scissors. Now what you want to do is you want to put your teeth right on this part right here, I guess, and there you go, and pull it off slowly. Kind of dig your teeth into it and slowly pull it off, and then the rest you can just take off your fingers. Like that, see? Now, inside here, if you look carefully, there's like this color sausage. Now that sausage is actually the inkjet of the marker. The way that you get rid of it is first you want to have something to clean the scissors off with. I'd suggest using Kleenex or some tissues, which are very common in a workspace or in a classroom, in case you want to make this at your desk, because it's totally possible. Now take the scissors, use the end like that, and insert it carefully and penetrate this color sausage like that. And you want to pull it in there and kind of bend the scissors like this and kind of work it out like that so it slides out. There you go. There's your color sausage. Now pull it off. Make sure you put it on paper because these things tend to leak after you pull them out. Now take that tissue and just clean off the scissors because you're going to still be using them. Now you have part one of this complete. Remove the top and you have this little dainty figure here. To remove that, just cut off the top. Make sure you cut it over on something like, I'm going to use this piece of paper here. Cut it off like that. Now use the scissors, use the tip like this, stick it in there. See how it's still in there? Stick it in, puncture it, and carefully work it out. It might not always come out in one piece though, so I got half of it. There's another piece right there. It's kind of like a rod shape, so you gotta work it into that little hole. So what happens is you pull out this entire part. So it's another little sausage thing like that, see? And there it is. Alright. Now you want to take this and kind of clean off the edge so you don't get ink all over your fingers. And there we go. Hollow tube. Step 1 complete for step 2. The other part of step 2 is to get a nice piece of rubber band. Now I already cut this rubber band, so this is just the length of it. And it doesn't matter what size as long as it's a thick one, because you want to be able to put the eraser of a pencil around it. Now, I'd say that use, like, if you have your finger sections here, put about a piece of rubber off the end about the size of your first section of your finger, and slide it in to the top like this, and stop right there. So you're kind of putting it in this way, see? So you have it sticking out there, and you want to hold that in there. Grab the top of the marker right here, see? And just slide the top on like that. There we go. Now you want to get a piece of tape for this part because it's not going to hold down all the way. I'm going to be using industrial ventilation tape, but normal tape will work. Just a small piece of it. Push down on it like that. Push down and secure the rubber band and the top. Use multiple pieces if needed. It doesn't always hold very well if you only use one piece, especially depending on the type of tape that you use. Don't use Scotch tape because Scotch tape doesn't have enough pressure to hold it down with the glue that it has on it. Use a sturdy kind of tape, like magic tape will do. Alright, you also want to make sure you close around the rubber band right here. You want to close around it very well so there's no air left. Alright, here we go. Step 3. It's to make the hole. Now you can reverse these steps. You can do this, the rubber band part, after you make the hole, but I'm just going to do it this way. Now take a pair of scissors, and right in the center, right about here, push down hard enough to puncture it like that. See? Now, twist the scissors like that, and you'll have made a very, very small hole. Now, push it in all the way through. And once you do so, it'll go through your end, and twist it once more. Now push down the scissors into its widest point on the blade and continue to use this circling motion to cut open a hole. And now close the scissors and push it to the widest point, and once again, just turn it. And there you go, you got a pretty nice hole. Now you want to take a pencil, any kind of pencil, or pen, and check for the diameter. If the pencil fits through but it's too snug, and it's not loose that it can slide in and out like this, then you want to keep going. Just use the blade and carefully cut around the edge on either side, like so. And once you got that done, blow everything out and try it again. Now you don't want it to be too loose or too tight. And you can just kinda, you can finalize it like this. And there we go. It's enough to slip out if I just push it slightly. But you also want to make sure that the metallic part, because this part's a little bit wider than the actual part of the pencil, so snip off any excess parts like this. It'll help fit the eraser portion through. And make it nice and clean. And there we go. Got a pretty decent hole. And the pencil fits right through it. Right, next, take this rubber band and stretch it over like so. You want to cut it at the end, so you want to put it over about this much. Right about here, this is where you want to cut it. So if you stretch it over, cut it right there. Take the scissors, find that spot, and there we go. Now stretch it over the length of the hole and make sure it's not too tight, and without tensioning it too much, slide this part with your finger in so it kind of hooks into there. Take the top, close it over, and just, oh gosh, this can be kind of tough. Push down on it nice and hard and make sure it's all tight. There you go, no tape needed for this part. And there, you have a pretty decent bow sling. You take the pencil, push it through like you would on a bow and arrow. Pull back the rubber band, like so, and shoot.